screen. Features here. Let's turn on the camera. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am back. Hope everybody's doing great. Did you guys miss me at all? How was it without me giving you my 5 cents in the morning every day? Let me know. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me just say hello to everybody and we'll begin. We got CJ, Jody, Brian. Good morning, Brian. Glenn, Dave, Ivano, Charlie, Omar, Dave, Brian, Cam. Good morning, Cam. I'm still thinking about those goodies you sent me last night. Those tamales were fantastic. I got some tamales in the mail from Cam yesterday, and I got some goodies, some sausage and some goodies from Angie. I want to thank you both. Very, very kind of you. Very, very nice of you. My stomach appreciates it, and Clyde says thank you. Omar, Dave, Brian, Cam, Sassy, Vernon, Dennis, Omar, Sarah, Flying Ronan, Chris, John, Richard. We got, let's see, who else we got here? It's going by pretty fast here. Flying Omar, Sassy, Sarah, Flying Ronan, Chris, John, Richard, Dr. Serena. Good morning and happy holidays to everybody. And you as well. I missed you, Dr. Serena, my actuary. David, Penny. Good morning, Penny. Wade, Wayne, Anthony, Dave, Darren, Thomas, Jacques. Good morning, Jacques. Kevin, Jody, Naples fan, Dave, Anthony, Darren, Gustavo, Scampy, Farid, good morning. Withdrawals. Hey, Farid, how are you? Peggy, Richard, Michael, Ray, Don, George, Ricky. Isn't it good to be? Oh, it's so good to be back in the office. I can't even begin to tell you. This is my home office, but yes, it feels great to be back in the office. I love it. I love it. I love it. John, how are you? Gaston, happy holidays. Art, Russell, Steve, Ralph from Atlanta. Richard, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I'm expecting less people here today because of the holiday, obviously, but folks, I want to wish everybody a very, very happy holiday. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I want to wish you guys a wonderful upcoming New Year's. May everybody get what they want out of life. Most importantly, lots of health and happiness. The money will come. Trust me, I've been in some bad spots, and money doesn't do much to help when you're in a bad spot. So money is not everything. It's ironic me saying that, but there's a lot more important things than money in life, folks, like your health, like your relationships, and so forth. So this year, spend some time with people you love, with things that are important to you, because none of us know how much time we've got left on this planet, right? All right, and I don't mean to sound morbid. I'm just saying, it's the holidays. It's time to think about other things than money. I never think about money. I'm always thinking about trading like a game, which is why I think that really helps me out. To me, it's like a video game. It's just a fun game where the winner takes it all. Richard, good morning from Puente Gorda. Anthony, good morning. Raj, good morning. Henry, good morning. Eduardo, Colleen, Mark, Wilford, Scott. Carlos, good morning, Carlos. I'm back from my trip. I will look over your doc this week, or this weekend, and I will send it out to everybody. I just wanted to look it over, and my wife would have beaten me up if I didn't. If I did work during the holidays. So happy life, happy wife. You guys all know. Most of you know how that works. So, Dr. Serena, 200. Yes, Dr. Serena, 200 views in 3 minutes on a holiday. Yeah, it is a holiday. So let's see how many we can get up here today, and let's get some thumbs up. All right, I'm going to give myself a thumbs up right now. Used to play games more often. Angie, there you are, Angie. Thank you for the goodies. I'm about to have that sausage for breakfast, actually. Thank you so much. All right, I hope you guys missed me a little bit. I hope there was a little bit of withdrawal. I mean, if nobody missed me, then what's the point of me doing all this, right? All right, folks. Today's a big, big day. Today is the day where I do my annual turning point. Yes, my annual turning point. I do this at the end of every year. I'll be talking about interest rates, volatility, commodities, gold, oil, crypto. I'm going to be giving shocking price forecasts for everything. I did a write up last night. I'll be talking about this. Now, remember last year I gave you the number one stock of the year? It was NVIDIA. Remember I gave you the worst stock of the year? It was a healthcare stock that dropped about 60%. Where the S&P is going to go, where cryptos are going to go. I'm going to be talking about it. I do this once a year. Wilford says, I missed you. Robert said it was strange. Angie says, we missed you. Oh, that's good. I'm glad some people missed me. When to do spreads. Yeah, I'll talk about it more. And I'll talk about it more again today, Art. And I'll be in the VIP room. Thank you, Ivano. That sausage was amazing. I haven't got to everything yet, Angie. I'm still working on the sausage. I miss not the trades, rather the personal touch you bring to all of us daily. Thank you, Carlos. And as I said, I will have the write-up done this weekend. I want to make sure it's all kosher before I give it to everybody. How did we miss you? Let me count the ways. Hey, HG, how are ya? How are you, HG? Good to see you. Tony, Carlos, Angie, good to be back. It was a long morning with me gone. Tell me about it. It was a long morning for me, too. All right, so, folks, I'll be in at 1 p.m. on Turning Point. I'll be looking at the big picture for 2025, what to expect. We'll cover a number of topics, including my shocking price projection for the S&P 500, for all the indices, for all the currencies. This is the big stuff. This is the big stuff. The big guns are coming out today at 1 p.m. Again, here is the link for that. We're about to start. I just wanted to give it a few minutes for folks to start because obviously people are in holiday mode right now. I will be in my VIP room at noon today. I'm working from home, as you guys could see here, and Matt is working from home. But I don't have to rush this morning anywhere. I will be at the office on Monday. Hey, Peter, how are you? Good morning to you, too. And also, don't forget, without customer service live, nothing good happens around here. The Cam and Gustavo show, let me throw you a link for that, too. And they'll be explaining some new stuff to you over the next several weeks, I promise. I'm going to keep them extra busy with some good stuff that Matt and I are working on right now. Let me just post a link to Customer Service Live real quick. Cam and I talk a lot, and I have to scroll up to get that link. There we are. All right. There we go. All right. Hey, Mark, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Moondog is in the house. Yay. All right, so let's talk brass tacks here. Let's talk about the important stuff, all right? And here's my email address for anybody new here or isn't rogerscott.com. It won't be recorded for YouTube, Art. It will not be recorded for YouTube. It's an event I do once or twice a year. It's the biggest event of the year. Folks, if you ever want to see me live, this is the time to do it. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you that Turning Point, you don't want to miss Turning Point. This is where I really like put everything on the line. And I can't wait for you to find out what my number one stock of the year is. Don't you want to know if it's NVIDIA or if it's another stock? Hey, Penny. Yeah, it'll be at 1 p.m. today, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And again, here's the link for that. It's going to be the biggest event I do of the year. I'm not kidding. It really is. Okay, there's the link again. All right, so as far as Fed data, there's not really much today. We've got retail inventories, and we've got the petroleum status report. I don't see this as being a major catalyst right now. I think everybody's waiting for New Year's to see what the New Year's hold. Most of trading action is by Algos. Now, folks, I want to explain something to you right now. I think a lot of you are a little confused on this. This is a good time for you to take your notes, okay? Oftentimes, I use the word institutional traders, okay? And oftentimes, I use the word algos, okay? A lot of folks, hey, Nestor, good morning to you. Maybe, Moondog, you'll have to see. That was last year. It did pretty good, didn't it? We'll see how it did this year, but don't miss out. It'll be at 1 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to having all of you join me there. Okay. So I want to just tell you guys something important here, okay, before we get to the bond market. Oftentimes, gives you the special report, gives me a blank page. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on, Eduardo. Let me ask them. I'll tell them right now. Let me tell them that right now. Ah, thanks, Cam. I appreciate it. Cam always thinks 5 steps ahead. I love that. Um, all right, I just posted it, Eduardo. I don't know if it's giving a blank page or not for everybody else, but I just posted it for customer service so they can. I mean, to my team so they could do something about it. I'll check back in a few minutes. Cam, maybe you could look into it real quick if you don't mind. Can you ask Deanna about it if you have a second? Okay. So, folks, something important, and something I should have clarified a long time ago. When a lot of times I'll use the word algos, and a lot of times I'll use the word institutional traders. Okay, they are not the same. They are not the same. I just want you guys to understand algos and institutional traders are not one and the same. Okay, so algos are a subset of institutional traders. Think of algos like computerized spiders crawling through like a search engine doing an index. That's what an algo does. Algos don't change the volume or trajectory of the market. What algos do is they're computerized robots and they go up and down with the trend. Yes, at 1 p.m. today, turning point. Yeah. All right. So I'll let them know, but this is the link, guys, right here. This is the link for Turning Point right here at 1 p.m. And we'll have another link in the VIP room at noon today. Sorry, George. We'll try to help you out. Not sure what that's all about, but we'll try to help you out. Uh, all right. Um, all right. Let me ask you guys: is everybody else having problems accessing that Turning Point, or is it just Kevin and Eduardo? Let me know, please. Let me know. Let me know so I can get Deanna and Meg to look into it. All right, because I definitely want you guys to have that. So let me just continue this, and I don't have to be anywhere at any specific time today. So the point I want to say is this: algos are a subset of institutional traders. Okay, you can have algos probing with 50 shares, 100 shares. So oftentimes, me too. Okay, so it's everybody. Okay, so it's everybody. All right. Let me just give them this link. Link may not work until it starts. Don't work for me. Good morning, error. All right, let me yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me want to show them this so they could see. I'm sorry, folks. I don't mean to interfere with myself, but I just want them to have this so they could fix this so they could we're all good to go at 1 o'clock. Okay. All right. So this is important. Sorry, I don't mean to spend so much time on it, but this is really important. So algos are they're looking for weaknesses. They're going up, they're looking for weaknesses. They go up and down looking for weaknesses. Once they find those weaknesses, once they find those weaknesses, then institutions go in or not go in. But when I say institutional volume, I mean big volume. You don't need to have big volume for algos. Matter of fact, a lot of times, thanks, Tony. I appreciate it, guys. They'll look into it right now. A lot of times, what will happen is when there's low volume, you'll see computer programs, algos just go up and down. Thank you. Thanks, Cam. You'll see algos going up and down, driving price up and down on low volume. So when I say algos are driving the market, that means low volume computerized buy or sell programs are driving the market. When I say institutions are driving the market, that means high volume manual trading is taking place. Okay. Okay. So thanks, guys. They're aware of it. They're going to look into it right now. They're looking into it as we speak. So don't worry. They'll fix it before we're done here. And here's a link to my VIP room, and that link never changes, and that'll be noon. And then Loon will give you out more links. So just very, very quickly, and please do me a favor, remind me to bring this up in the VIP room today, because a lot of people get confused. So when I say, folks, algos are just, there's nothing in the market except algos, those are computerized programs that are designed to spot weaknesses between buyers and sellers and designed to confuse you. So to give you an example of an algo, okay? The algos know that that retail traders use the MACD indicator a lot, okay? So when the algo sees a retail traders using on the SPY, the MACD, they may do a little nudge like this, a little nudge like that, and when they do a little nudge like that, it may push buyers. Retail traders may see more buyers coming in. They get excited, they get their confirmation signal, and then the algos take it the other way. So algos are just programs designed to screw around with the retail trader. They're designed to take money from us very slowly over time by mimicking the trades that we do and taking the other side of our trades, okay? Those are algos. That's happening 24/7 all day long, usually during regular market hours, and you don't need big volume for that. That's algo trading, okay? Algo trading. That usually happens during holidays, low volume. When you see very little volume, moving stocks going up and down, that's usually what it is. Now, institutional trading is when you have large institutions piling in on big volume. FOMC reports, big news events, quadruple witching, those kind of things. Election days, big volume where we see huge volatility. So algos and institutions are not one and the same. They are caused by the same people, but their behavior is completely different. So when you hear me talking about algos, think about spiders crawling through trying to figure out where the weakness is. When you think about institutions, think about the big guns coming out, okay? So yes, institutions drive algos, but institutions don't always just drive algos. They drive institutional buying or selling. When they're not, they're just relying on the algos, okay? All right. So let's see if they... all right, let let me know when it works. All right. So again, they look for stops, they look for patterns that you guys like to trade. They look for things that retail traders love to do, and then they come by, they entice you to do it even more, and then they walk away and they take the other side of the trade. Like they'll come in a breakout, like a breakdown right here. They'll entice this breakdown, and then they'll come and start buying over here. So I want you guys to understand the difference. Hey, Rosalind, they look for stops, they look for entries. They basically look for things that we look to do. They entice us into it because they know our patterns. Just like I know your patterns, they know your patterns. And they looked, so algos take advantage of you little by little, piece by piece, where institutions are looking to come in and out with brute force. Okay? It's the institutions, Sydney. That's why I'm saying institutions cause algos, but institutional trading is when they're manually trading versus algo. Institutions do two type of tradings. They probe the market with algos, and then they come in with the big guns. So the word algos and institution, I use them separately. Okay. Hey, Kirk. Good morning. Not market makers, institutional algos, not market makers. Two different things. It could also be market makers, but usually not. It's a little tricky, Cam. It's a little tricky. This is not the correct link. Oh, okay. She says that's not the right link. So maybe she can give me the right link. That would explain why that link doesn't work. Here, let me just send her this. One second. Let me just give it to Megan. I like Megan. She's a nice lady. All right. She's going to give me the right link and then we can post it and everything. So, again, now let's talk about our analysis, okay? Yay, look at that, Dr. Serena. 350 people. Love that. Love that. All right. There it is. Here's the correct link. All right, guys. Here is the correct link for Turning Point 2025. There's the correct link. Yay. All right. All right. That is the right link, folks. Straight from the gal who made it. Thank you, Megan. If you're watching or listening, I appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope the kiddies are having a great holiday. All right. So, first things first, bond market. What's the bond market doing? The bond market's breaking down. Yay. Yay. See, teamwork. Thanks, Cam. And thank you, Meg, if you're here. All right, guys. Remember, this is what I do once a year. This is the big one. This is the big one, okay? Don't miss out on this one, okay? All right. So bond market's breaking down. This is very, very bad for the overall market. Remember I told you if we break down, and notice we broke down and we didn't even try to fill the gap. This puts a lot of pressure on the market. You guys are welcome, and I'll post it again in a little bit. But this puts a lot of pressure on the market. A lot of pressure on the market, okay? What about crude oil? Crude oil's doing nothing. I mean, squat. There's no upside, no downside. US dollar. Well, US dollar is still above the 8-day EMA, although it's looking a little laggy. But again, this is 0.17 down. It made a swing high here. It's looking strong, which is one of the reasons why the bond market is still moving lower. Gold is not moving higher, but it's respecting the 100-day moving average. Remember what I said, when it glues to the one of the averages even below it and tends to consolidate, it'll just pop up afterwards. So what I'm hoping is that the US dollar is going to weaken, the bond market is going to turn back up to the 8-day EMA, and gold is going to regain some of its luster. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, and right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Also, why does it look that way, Roger? Well, look at when gold made an all-time high on my birthday, right around my birthday, right? And look, it's been making lower highs. I don't like lower highs, and the longer a lower high persists, the harder it is to gain back up. Okay, this is a fairly long period, and it's not consolidating; it's moving back and forth. And it's making lower highs. I mean, this is a higher high than that, but we're back down here. So to me, this is very negative. As I mentioned to you before, I want to see gold break above 2783 for us to go higher. Okay, if we can't go above there, please don't waste your time with gold. Just don't do it. China, well, I mean, do we really need to talk about China? Remember, we were up here, we went down here, we're now down. We're at the 50. I mean, there's just nothing. Nothing is going on right now. But I am concerned about dollar, and I'm liking the trajectory that it's building. But again, don't know if it's going to go to the top. More likely than not, we're going to consolidate on gold more and more like this. And what you're going to see is more of what you see with crude oil. Well, Roger, why is gold and crude oil doing this? Because there's so much uncertainty about the economy right now. Can you really answer the question of, are rates going lower or are rates going higher? Can you really genuinely answer that question right now in light of everything that's going on in the world? The Fed is not anticipated to take any action right now. There's 90-something% chance. We really have no idea which way the world is going to go right now. The Fed keeps lowering short-term rates, but long-term rates keep breaking down. And this is the rates that everybody's paying mortgage for, and everybody's paying their credit card debt. So we don't know what Trump is going to do with these tariffs. Again, remember, sentiment is what drives the market. Nobody cares about reality. Sentiment. So he's saying it, and he's not backing away. And other countries and local companies are reacting like there's going to be tariffs. Now, I know. It's a negotiation. Trust me, I've heard it all from many people who have higher federal clearance than you do. Okay, that's not how the markets work. Markets are being driven by sentiment, not reality. Okay, not reality. If you know, markets are like dogs and cats. They remember right what's in front of them. They don't see anything past that. Okay, they don't see they don't think, but what about? But what they markets don't do that. Cause effect. Okay. Hey, Eagle Beagle, good to see you here. Hope you're having a nice holiday. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin actually right now. I don't know why I don't have it here, but I was about to talk about it actually. Talk about that. And I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin a lot actually at 1 p.m. today when I do my turning point. My Bitcoin predictions, my bond predictions for the year, my S&P predictions for the year. I have a nice little write-up for you guys. This is it. I've been waiting. I had to take a holiday before during turning point. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. All right, this is Bitcoin right now. Let me just go to Bitcoin. Just Bitcoin. Hold on. Currencies or is it Bitcoin here. Usually they have them here. Currencies there. Here. Futures. Where's my Bitcoin? Where's my Bitcoin? Here, just go to right here. Yeah. Don't like the fact that we're keying off of the election VWAP. Need to make a higher high and need to go above the 8-day EMA. Turning point is today, Laura. Trust me. It's today at, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I posted it for them. But yeah, turning point is going to be today. So I'd like to see Bitcoin above the 8-day EMA. If you look at my top stocks right now, you will see that as of last week, Bitcoin is in my last spot right here, the biggest downside. So what we need to see is we need to see price go above right here above this level about 81.92 level. This is the index. This is the ETF that trades at GBTC. We need to go above the 82 level. Till we're above 82 level, nothing good's going to happen. Sorry about that. Let me let them know that. No, it's happening today. It's happening today, and it'll happen on Monday as a replay, but it's happening today. Guys, turning point is today. Today. Here's the link for that, and I'll be giving it again. I'll be giving it again in VIP room today. But here's that. Here's the VIP room. All my predictions, all the goodies for the year, everything that's going to happen, it's happening today. So don't ignore the email that says that. They're going to change that, okay? It's happening today at 1 p.m. All right. So just so you guys know. All right, let me continue into all of this. So we talked about the commodities, we talked about crude oil, we talked about how everything is dependent on the bond market, and if the bond market made a swing low yesterday, right here, that's a swing low, that's very bad. So I'm hoping the bond market starts coming up. Yeah, I have the crystal ball at work. It's made in China. All right. All right. So how about we look at volatility? Let's look at volatility real quick. Is this here? About 2 months. So you could see volatility broke that key level, and we're near all way to the low right now. Okay. I like where volatility is. The key levels you want to watch right now for volatility are 17 and 18. Okay. 17 and 18. Those are the levels you want to watch. To the downside, you want to watch 15 and 14. Okay. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. Mm. All right. All right. They're going to change the schedule, guys. But it's today at 1 p.m. So again, folks, right here. So right here, volatility, it's coming down, but be really, really careful. What about momentum levels? Let's look at momentum levels. We've only have 20% of stocks trading above the 20-day moving average on the S&P. Only 31 are trading above the 50-day moving average. This is not good. This is very, very bad. NASDAQ, 41%, Dow, 53%. Okay, not really great. If you look at the SPY, you could see right here, we're above the 8-day EMA. We're down a little bit this morning, but we're above the 8-day EMA. Volume is low, but if you look at RSP, you could see we're only abutting the 100-day moving average. We can't even get above the 8-day. We have 8-day. We need to get above the 8-day EMA, but we need to get above this 100-day moving average. Also, after we get above this 100-day moving average, we have the 50-day moving average, and we have the election VWAP. And I'm going to add in a couple of days this Friday's VWAP as well. All right. So very, very, very important. Very, very important. Be careful. We have to get above this level. On the MAGs, we're already clear through that level, but we're starting to see a little weakness. Now, let me see if we see a little weakness on RSP today as of this morning. Not showing up yet. QQQ, let's look at QQQ. QQQ is also above this level. I like that. But again, if you look internally at the QQQ, 41%. So the question is, why is QQQ up like this? If you look at equal weight QQQ, you will see that we're barely at the 50-day moving average. So the big question is not really looking. See, when you're looking at this is what everybody's looking at right now, folks. When you're looking at the broad market, you're looking at this. That's 7 stocks. If you really want to see what the stock market looks like right now, the S&P 500 is abutting the 100-day moving average, and the QQQ is abutting the 50-day moving average. And neither of these charts are good because the NASDAQ equal weight, it hasn't come above 60% of this bar. Remember what I told you? 60% of this bar. Did the SPY come above 60% of that bar? Second here. One second, guys. One second. One second. One second. Oh, so we don't have one today? It's on Monday? Huh. Maybe they don't have it today. Maybe it's on Monday at 1 o'clock because it was on my calendar. That's very strange. All right. All right. All right. Maybe there isn't one. Huh. So there is maybe there isn't one today. Megan's telling me there isn't one. You know what? I'll let you guys know at noon. I just want to continue doing this. I want to focus on this. So so the point is the broad market, don't look at mags to give you the here's the problem I want you guys to get past right now. A lot of you are going to look at the SPY, all right? A lot of you are going to look at the SPY and you're going to say, well, Roger, the SPY doesn't look bad. We're already above the 8-day MA. We recovered most of this bar right here. Just like you said, this thing looks ready to go, right? Okay, so I guess it's Monday. Okay, no webinar today. I guess they're right. All right. All right. I don't know why they. All right. So it's Monday. It's not today. It's Monday. I don't know why they did that, but it's Monday. It's not today. Sorry about that, guys. Monday. Monday, I'll do the webinar. Monday. Monday, Monday, Monday. This is what happens when people take holidays off and things like that. All right. So we're all good. So you're looking at the SPY and you're seeing this and you're saying, hey, Roger, it did exactly what you said. We should be buying right now. And also, Roger, look at the QQQ. Look at the QQQ. It's doing that too. So, hey, we're okay to buy. No, you're not okay to buy because the problem is what you're seeing is these stocks have caught up. And you can buy the mags if you want. You really can. They look fantastic right now. But if you look at the equal weight SPY, I want to show you this. Do you see how we didn't come up here yet? We didn't uncover that. And even if we did, we have to get above the 50-day moving average. We haven't done that yet. We're nowhere near there. Okay. What about QQQE? We never got to this level. And we never got past the 50-day moving average. So my point to you guys, and this is really meaningful, if we can't get past the 50-day moving average on the QQQ, which is at 92.68, and if we can't get past the equal weighted SPY, this level right here, if we can't get past the 50-day moving average, or at least above this bar, which is near 180, 181, nothing good is going to happen. Yeah, so folks, turning point is on Monday. It's not today, it's on Monday. All of you were right. I was wrong. It's happening on Monday at 1 p.m. This is what happens when you have a whole staff full of confusion after a holiday. So we're all good now. We're all good now. All right. So please don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe and make an ass out of yourself. And yes, I said an ass out of yourself saying, oh, Roger, the stock market is strong. It's not. Look, 41%, 41%, Russell 1000, 34%, 34%. This is the largest 1,000 stocks, 34%. Now, what about the broad market? Let's look at momentum. Look, guys, 39% of stocks are trading above. 39% of stocks are trading above. Over $2 are trading above the 50-day moving average. So, yeah, no more time off for them, Dennis. This is it. So 39%. So momentum levels are no good. So if you want to know what the market is really looking like right now, all you have to do is look at RSP and look at QQQE, and you will have a much clearer picture. Please do not look at QQQ, and because we don't have equal weighted markets, we have capitalized weighted markets. Okay, very, very, very important. And I think volatility may start coming up today, or at least coming up to this area around 16, 17. I don't see much upside today. All right. What about let's put everything together. Let's put everything together, and then we'll go through more levels because I've got a lot more to talk to you guys about, and I have stocks that are on my crap list today. I have a lot of stocks that are tethering on a breakdown level right now. What was the last time market was at these levels and what happened? I don't understand what your question is, Joy. When was the last time market was at these levels and what happened? What market? What levels? What sector? Joy, I'm going through like five different ETFs right now. Can you be a little more specific with me so I can give you a real answer? You mean in the situation we're in right now? You mean like with all of the stuff that I'm describing? I don't remember it being in this situation end of the year. I don't remember. What usually happens when we're in this situation, is, oh, I'll answer your question in just a minute. Let me go through this and I'll answer your question now I can answer your question. Look at China right now. Eagle Beagle, look at China. This is China. I mean, they look like they never got out of trouble. There's nothing going on. Japan is doing really great, but not China. I'll talk about that too. So, as a matter of fact, I'll talk about that right now. And I'll answer your question, Sean, in just a few minutes. It's a good question. So we're down 0.36. NASDAQ is down. Thursday's muted session on Wall Street. Rising Treasury yield. We're now breaking down. This is very, very bad. This is not good for the market at all. Target and Dollar Tree, we're actually long Target in one of our services. They jumped yesterday. On the bearish side, everything relating to crypto fell yesterday. Crypto's now the worst performing over the last week on my list. Employment report came out, nothing at all. 219, 223, nothing at all. No major issue. Investors are worried about Donald Trump's policies involving tariffs. Oh, tax cuts. Please give us tax cuts. And no tariffs. Could stroke inflation, prompting the Fed to adopt a more hawkish stance. That's one of the reasons why crude oil doesn't know what to do with itself right now. The US dollar doesn't know what to do with itself right now. And gold doesn't know what to do with itself right now. We don't know what Trump is going to do. So, and again, it's not, please don't pull the old political card on me every time you want me to hear, you don't want to hear what I have to say or I mention Trump. This is not political. This is just what's going on right now in the world. I tried telling you that 2 months ago, but people fired me, fired at me. We have an 89% chance that the Fed is not going to take any action. They should now raise rates, but they're not going to do that. Crude oil inventories will be released today as well. I don't think it'll have any impact on the market at all. Europe is giving us tailwind, a lot of tailwind actually. Resumed after a two-day holiday. Bank and healthcare stocks led the gains on Friday, not tech stocks. Meanwhile, 2025 nearing, investors' focus remains on the monetary policy and changes under the incoming administration of Donald Trump. Again, that's what's in play. That's what people are focused on. They don't care in Europe about Donald Trump's personality and whether he goes back and forth. He said this is what we have to price in. That's just how it works. They don't think ahead. China closed slightly higher today as investors digested industrial profit. Property and building material stocks outperformed. Semiconductors lost ground. So far, globally, chip stocks and semiconductors are losing ground. So technology is not looking all that great. Japan closed sharply higher and hit a 5-month high today as weakened yen fueled broad-based gains. Electronic stocks led the gains on Friday, which is great. The benchmark index posted the strongest weekly performance in September. We're definitely getting tailwind from Japan, and we're getting tailwind from Europe, which is great. Pre-market, cryptocurrency exposed stocks all are higher right now. Mara, MSTR, they're all higher, and nothing else is really going on at all. There's no earnings spotlights, nothing like that. Hey guys, hit the like button if you guys are enjoying this. Yeah, but domestic manufacturing is very expensive, Virtuvian. It's very expensive. It's going to raise prices. Okay, historically tariffs are inflationary, period. Don't argue with me. They're inflationary. And raising and I love the idea of domestic manufacturing. I think it's lovely till we start figuring out how much it's going to. There's a reason why Nikes are made in China by 10-year-old children. There's a reason for that. Okay? You guys know that Nike notoriously is one of the biggest companies in the world for slave labor across the world and all that. This is not a theory of mine. This is a fact. Movies have been made on it. But people love Nikes, and Nikes are well made and they're affordable. Now, if you try to make Nikes in the US and you take them away from the slave labor in China, from the 10-year-old children who make those shoes, do you have any idea how much those Nikes are going to cost you? Yeah. And look at what happened. Thank you, Cam. Look at what happened in 2016 when wholesale tariffs were enacted. You don't have to go very far. I mean, it is what it is. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is what it is. All right. So let's now talk more about momentum. Momentum sucks right now. All right. The market is not representing itself like FANGs or MAGs at all right now. The market is representing itself like this, like it's pinched between the 50-day and the 100-day moving average, and RSP, like it's pinched between the 100 and the 200-day moving average with very low volume right now. All right. I don't wear them either, Eagle Beagle. I don't like Nikes. I wear New Balance. My favorite shoes have always been New Balance. Big, and Brooks. I like New Balance, and I've become a big fan of Brooks lately. And I liked Hoka for a minute, but their manufacturing sucks. They last half as long as Brooks do. No joke. So I'm not liking this market right now. Now, what about sectors? How are sectors? Do we have fragmentation right now? Are there stocks driving the market? Let's take a look. There's 58 stocks breaking out, making 90-day highs right now. Well, that's including ETFs, Roger. Don't cheat. Okay, I won't cheat. Without ETFs, there's 55 stocks breaking out. The number ETFs don't really come into play unless this number gets past 100. So 55 stocks are making 90-day highs. Does that mean we have momentum? We have hardly any momentum right now. Now, let me give you the silver lining here. Whenever you see no momentum, you should really focus on stocks making 20-week highs. There's only 16 of them, but I could assure you, if market has no momentum, and if there's only 39 stocks trading above the 50-day moving average, you want to know which stocks are making 20-week highs, because those stocks are definitely being bought by institutions. Don't you want to know what those stocks are? I do. We'll have to take a look at them in a minute, right? So, yeah, I've been wearing New Balance for about 20 years now. Um, so let's see if we have any balance. Man, I'm so glad to be back home, guys. I love being here with you guys. I love being here with you guys doing this. Love it, love it, love it. Would rather be nowhere. Don't tell my wife, but I'd rather be nowhere else but here. So what's leading right now? Semiconductors and technology? Okay. What about consumer discretionary? It's over here. Where's communication? Over here. Do we have a clear line with technology right now? No, no. Bitcoin's down here. Communications down here. Consumer discretionary's down here. Semiconductor up here. You have total fragmentation. All right. What about blue chips? Do we have anything non-fragmented with blue chips? Well, the Dow's here. You got utilities, you got retail, healthcare, mid caps, and you have Russell and consumer discretionary right above. And you have Bitcoin and consumer staples right next to real estate. No, you have absolute fragmentation in blue chips. Okay, what about small caps and interest rate sensitive? So you got Russell here, you got financial here, but you've got utilities right here. And home builders are down here. If interest rate sensitive was no way, right? No directional bias at all. Complete and utter fragmentation. Complete and utter fragmentation. I mean, mid caps are here, Russell is right here, financials are up here, home builders are up here, real estate is up here. Interest rates have no directional bias. What about blue chips? All over the place. What about technology? Well, you could see two are here, one is here, one is here, and one is here. Folks, Roger, how come you're not giving a lot of trades out right now? Why would I waste your money? You've got 55 stocks making 20-week making 90-day highs, and 15 stocks making 15 stocks making 90-day lows. There's nothing happening right now. There's nothing happening right now. All right? Nothing happening right now. All right? Please don't create something out of nothing. Instead, hit the thumbs up button. You may get some value out of this. Let's see how many thumbs up do we have. 179. You got 455 people here, 179. Not bad, not bad. Especially during a holiday. All right. So let's look at our stocks today. Remember, 16-week highs. Let's look at 16-week highs, right? We only have 16 stocks. You've got 55 stocks making 90-day highs, but you've got 16 stocks making 20-week highs. Let's see which stocks here are on my list. Let's see. Let's look at the list. Here's all of the stocks that are making 20-week highs. Let's see which of these stocks are on my list, okay? Rocket Labs, yes, right here on my list. I'll talk about that one. Let's see. Boeing, no. Edward, no. Zeke, no. No. Yes, this one right here. VRSN is on my list. I got to add one more here. Let's see what else is on my list. ALGT's on my list. And that's it. So out of all of these stocks, I got one stock on my list, Rocket Lab. I got VRSN on my list. And I've got ALGT on my list. And we'll go through them. So I'm being very, very picky right now. Home builder margins shrank last quarter because of incentives on delivery houses. Outlook not. Couldn't agree with you more, Tony. Ollie, yeah, Ollie was on my list all last week. It's not on my list today, but I'll put it back on my list today because it still should be on my list today. Because it's on here. It doesn't look bad. I'll put it back on my list. Yeah, no reason for it to be off my list. All right. So now, what about stocks making 90-day lows? Only 15 stocks. All right. So now let me give you my list. Not a big list, okay? I'll do long side first today. We'll switch it up, okay? Dutch Brothers. How many times have I given you this stock in the last couple of months? It takes a lot of work for a stock to break out to a new high right now. A lot of work. VR. IONQ. How many times have I given you this stock in the last month in the pit? IONQ. Rocket Lab, as I promised. Remember, I don't screen through sectors or earnings. You guys have to do that yourself. But we're not in earnings season right now. VRSN. Beautiful looking stock. ALGT. I haven't had a lot of alerts hit in the last 48 hours or so. Beautiful stock. Beautiful stock. I mean, that is a beauty right there. TPR. What a beautiful stock. That is a beauty right there. I think Richard actually turned me onto this stock a few days ago. I think. Richard, are you here or are you on holiday? Haven't seen him. But I think Richard actually turned me onto this stock. SLM. Beautiful stock. Look at that. Beautiful stock. And you know all these stocks are being bought up by institutions right now because there's no way they would be doing this with the market where it is right now. DRI is looking good. I've given you this stock dozens of times. And this one, Taiwan Semiconductor, is looking good. Now, does this look anything like SMH? Let me show you SMH. Do you TSEM. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Big difference. Yeah. Oh, it's seasonality. Thank you. I thought it was Richard. I think maybe TP. Some. Anyway, I go through so many tickers, RJ. I don't even remember myself. And Oli, yes, our friend Oli looks beautiful. And folks, by the way, I've been stocking D stocks now for several months. Same stocks. It's TSEM. It's not Taiwan Semiconductor. It's Tower Semiconductor. TSM is right here. TSM doesn't look bad, actually, but I like TSEM. And you're right, it's not Taiwan Semiconductor. It's Tower Semiconductor. Okay. All right. That's the long side. Now, let me give you the short side, and there's going to be a couple of caveats here. Hmm. We'll see, Virtuvian. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Let's do the short side now. Now, there's a couple of things that you guys need to pay attention here. You see this GEHS? It's got to break down below 78.17. It's still moving up. I want to see it break below these bars. I want to see it break down to 78 something, low 78s. You see this stock right here, MGM? I want the stock to break 34. These stocks are not ready. They're not ready to go. I need this to break 71.80. These are potential stocks, not stocks that are ready to go, okay? The stock has to break 144.11, okay? NEE looks really good right now. I like this stock. I'd wait for it to break, maybe break a little bit more, like towards the 71.43 level. And then it's going to go all the way down here. So I like these stocks, but I don't know if they're ready yet. You see my point? They need a little they need a little more downside. This stock has to break the 100-day moving average. So it's not ready yet. But I'm giving you some stocks that look good but are not ready yet. Now I'll give you some stocks that I think are ready. AMPH, maybe just a pullback to the 8-day, but this one is ready. STZ, that looks pretty ready to me. ODP, Office Depot. I like this one quite a bit, actually. And guess. I don't mean guess what stock. I mean the stock guess. When you say break below or above, do you mean during the day or at the close of the day? It doesn't really matter. It's a good question, but it doesn't really matter. It makes no difference. I just need a valid. I need a validation. So let me give you an example. A good question. So I need a validation. So let me show you what I mean. Look at NEE. You see how it already topped out and it's already coming down? I want it to come down to 71.32 so it breaks this low so sellers will be pretty much have nowhere to go. Whereas take a look at a stock like GEHC. This stock is still going higher. It's still making higher lows. I want the lows to start getting a little lower. Does that make sense? So I don't really care when it happens. It doesn't really make any difference to me. I just want to see lower lows. I want to see sellers get emboldened here once again because so far we've seen 4 days or 5 days of buying. I want to see sellers start coming in again. And I don't care. I want aggressive sellers to come in and take it below 78.60. I want to see selling pressure. I want to see this weaken again. Okay. Not that it's been that strong, but still. Um, that's pretty much it. So, in a nutshell, we're going to be watching the bond market. If the bond market breaks the low, it's holding on so far, but it breaks the low, we're not in a good position. You're going to be watching volatility, and you're going to be watching volatility of whether it breaks 16 or whether it breaks 15. We want to see the 16 broken or 15 broken today. You're also going to be watching RSP very, very carefully in relationship to IWM. If you see IWM and RSP rallying, that means broader market stocks are rallying because there's a lot of stocks in the Russell 2000, a lot of interest rate sensitive stocks, and an RSP. What's holding RSP and Russell 2000 down right now is yield, the bond yield. If the bond yield comes up a little bit, it's going to relieve pressure on Russell 2000 stocks, and it's going to relieve pressure on RSP. Laura says, is an option 2 weeks out the recommendation for a swing trade? No, Laura, about 4 weeks right now. So keep an eye on the Russell 2000. You see how it's below the 8-day MA, between the 100 and the 50-day? This needs to trade above the 50-day moving average. Otherwise, this is going to break down and create another low here. So keep an eye on the Russell 2000 and keep an eye on RSP. And don't go crazy right now. This is the lowest probability period of the year. You don't have a major edge right now. You don't have a major edge in the market right now, okay? Please don't be foolish. Maybe I'll give a couple of bonus trades. Please trade small, like really, really small, okay? Don't go crazy. Eagle says NNE is a different company and was doing fantastic. I am still in some of it. So again, please, please don't be a hero. Don't go crazy. I'll be around all day today if you have a question. I'm not doing anything except sitting here. RogerScott.com. I apologize about giving you wrong information about the webinar. My mistake there. I apologize. Hold on a second. Let's see, where is that link? Here's that link. Here's the link for Turning Point, the right link. And yes, it's going to be Monday. Sorry, guys. I apologize. My buffoonery this morning. And here's the link to VIP room where I'll be live today at noon. Can't wait to be there. Can't wait to join you guys there. Glad to be back. And Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Folks, don't miss out. What's the plan for today, Cam? And Chip comes up there too. Gustavo comes up. What's the plan, guys? Does anybody know? Let me know what the plan for the show is. If you guys have any questions, email me. Please, please, please. Watch the bond market. Watch volatility, $VIX. Keep your eye on RSP and QQQE, and also IWM and versus MAGs. We want to see what's going to be controlling. We want to see the smaller stocks, the broad market. We want to see the broad market participate in this rally. If we keep seeing the MAGs having all the fun, it's not going to be really great for us, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So good to be back home. Thank you for all of your support. Love you all. See you later. Thank you, and be safe out there. If you're traveling, be safe right now. And again, Cam, thank you so much for those tamales. I was so hungry after I drove for 6 hours yesterday. And thank you, Angie, for the sausages and all the other goodies you send me. I really do appreciate you guys. Ollie's pronunciation is not a long O. The doctor doesn't have you say O. He has you say ah. Ollie. Okay. Starting with ProTrader, keeping a volume and a relative volume. Good. All right. All right. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dr. Serena, everybody. Robert, Bob, thank you. My actuary, my thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. We'll see you at noon. Bye. No monkey business, and stay out of trouble. I'll be watching all of you. I'm watching you.